guys, every time I make a video talking about politics and especially talking about President Donald J. Trump, I get hate from both sides. It depends on the topic of the video and depends on what I say in the video, which side I get the hate from. But the hate from both sides is real, and it's about the same amount of hate from both sides. You know, you have a cult following on this side who love Donald Trump and think he can't do any wrong whatsoever. You have a cult following on this other side, or I guess it'd be this side and the right side, the left side. Anyway, you have a cult following on the other side that absolutely hates Donald Trump, everything he does. If you say anything whatsoever positive about Donald Trump, like that he was better for the economy and better for the border, then you get hate from the other side. So either way it goes, you know, I get hate, and that is fine. I'm used to it. Now I've been doing YouTube for about 5 years now, and I'm used to getting hate and trolling comments. It just comes along with doing YouTube, and it's perfectly fine. And you're free to express, you know, your opinion. However, you don't want to do that in some insulting, trolling type manner, or you will get banned and deleted. Now, with that said, I've been thinking about something ever since the assassination attempt on President Donald J. Trump's life about 3 or 4 days ago. And what I've been thinking about is how's this going to affect his stance on the Second Amendment. If he gets elected for president, he will be in there for a maximum of 4 years. And then he will be gone. He can't be elected again after, you know, a second term of 4 years. So he's not going to care, you know, about votes. He's not going to care about public opinion because he's be already president. If he's allowed to win and allowed to take office without getting assassinated or without the voter rigging and everything that happened the last time, keeping him from going into office, he should win by a landslide. But how is he going to be toward the Second Amendment? If you look back at Donald Trump's record, he really isn't the best Second Amendment president. He really doesn't have the best track record when it comes to the Second Amendment. When he was president, he was all for pushing through federal red flag laws, take the guns without due process, take the guns and worry about due process later. That's the words that came right out of his mouth. He was responsible for the bump stock ban that the Supreme Court struck down after several years of being in place. In his book from, I think it was 2001, 2002, he said that he would be for an assault weapon ban. So he doesn't have the best Second Amendment record. And now that he has had the assassination attempt, you know, on his life, and that was with an AR-15, and was actually hit through the ear. Well, that's the official narrative, and I think that's the accurate, because I think that there was an attempted assassination attempt. I think he was wounded, and people actually died. A lot of people was trying to come out and say it's all fake, it was all staged, it wasn't real. But I would say the guy's family that lost his life would disagree. But that's not what this video is about. It's got me worried because we know that Joe Biden and the Democrats are for more gun bans. They would be for a total outright gun ban. So we know that's already there. They've already tried, and the conservatives, the pro-gun people, stood up and said no. However, if Donald J. Trump goes back into office for 4 more years, will they put up as much of a fight if he brings up gun control laws, gun bans? So if he wants to ban semi-automatics, he wants to ban full capacity magazines and limit you to 5 rounds and stuff like that, will the conservatives on the right, will the pro-Second Amendment people stand up, or will they say this is Donald Trump suggesting this, so Donald Trump has to be right? We have to support Donald Trump no matter what. The people, the Congress, the Senate, will they push something like that through if Donald Trump is all for it? More than likely. And I would say that a lot of the people who are pro-Second Amendment right now. If Donald Trump comes up with this and makes a statement, takes a stand, and tells everyone it's a great idea, it's going to keep us all safe and protected, then I'm sure a lot of the people who are strong pro-Second Amendment will be, yay! We got to ban those firearms. We got to protect the people. We got to protect our president. It sounds crazy. I know it's going to piss a lot of people off, but it's definitely something to think about. I'm not saying that he is going to, but I'm saying that the possibility is definitely there when you consider his track record on the Second Amendment, and you consider the fact that the assassination attempt on his life, and he's going to be in for just 4 more years. He can't run again. He can't be elected again or selected again after the 4 years is up. So he's not going to care about the people's votes. Right now, he's not going to come out and say, I support, a firearms ban. He's going to come out and act like he's all for the Second Amendment because he wants the votes. But what's going to happen if he does get into office? And with his track record, like I said, he has openly supported federal red flag laws, has said, take the guns first, worry about due process later. He was for the bump stock ban and pushed that bump stock ban through to be struck down by the Supreme Court. He said in his book from, I think it was 2002 or 2001, so it's been a few years ago, and a lot of people will say he changed his mind now. He's entitled to change his mind. He knows more information now, so he's not like that now. But he said in his book that he would be all for, an assault weapon ban, which an assault weapon pretty much means anything semi-automatic and holds more than 10 rounds is considered an assault weapon. So, with that in mind, it's definitely something to think about. How will he be on the Second Amendment now? Considering the assassination attempt, considering he felt the bullet go through his ear, he has seen people dead, shot with an AR-15 now because the person that was there close to him was actually killed during the assassination attempt. So where's he going to stand now on the Second Amendment? And if he goes into office for 4 more years maximum, are you going to support Donald Trump if he does come out and sponsor a firearms ban, more regulations, magazine capacity bans, semi-automatic bans, assault weapon bans, handgun bans, or whatever? Are you going to support that just because it's Donald J. Trump? Do you think that's not going to happen because now he's fully pro-Second Amendment, even though in his last term, in his previous term, he showed that he wasn't really pro-Second Amendment as far as being a strong supporter of firearms rights? He supported red flag laws, like I said, bump stock bans. It's got me kind of concerned. But what's the alternative? Joe Biden, we know what Joe Biden is. Joe Biden is an anti-gunner. He would like to ban firearms completely. So really, I think for the Second Amendment, it's really a no-win situation, unfortunately. Or that's definitely the way that it seems to me. But I want to know what you all think in the comments below about this topic. I'm not saying it's going to happen. He may come out and be stronger pro-Second Amendment now. I don't know. I doubt it, considering the track record and everything that's happened. But who knows, He could come out and be all for the Second Amendment, be pro-Second Amendment, be more of a friend to gun owners than he ever was. I don't know. But with the track record and with everything that's happened, I don't really think so. But I want to know what you think, in the comments below. It's kind of got me concerned, guys, to be honest about it. Because if Donald Trump went in and he did try to push through, assault weapon bans, magazine capacity limits and things like that, semi-automatic bans, I think that a lot of the conservatives, a lot of the pro-Second Amendment people now would say, wow, it's Donald Trump, so he has to be correct. We have to back this. After all, we're safe now because Donald Trump is in office. Anyway, that's pretty much it with this video, I think. That was my thoughts on this. I want to ask you all what you think about this too. Put those thoughts in the comment section below. And If you haven't checked out my books on Amazon.com, you can get those in paperback and get those in Kindle ebook form. Just go to Amazon and search MD Creekmore and the books will all pop up. Or you can go description box below in the first pinned comment and find links to my Amazon author page. They're also available at Barnes & Noble. My first two books were first published by Paladin Press, a conventional publisher. However, the owner of Paladin Press passed away a few years ago, unfortunately, because I really miss, the offerings, the videos, the books, and things that were offered by Paladin Press. But when he passed away, the company decided to shut down, unfortunately. So I got my copyrights back to my books, and I self-published those on Amazon. So you can find all my books on Amazon. Like I say, just go search for MD Creekmore. Links, description box below in the first pinned comment. Also, you can get those books at Barnes & Noble. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm the Creekmore. I'm out here, and I'll see you all in the next video, hopefully.